did not get out and ride anywhere yesterday, despite the prettiness of it. You know, it opens up a subject that I've been thinking a lot about lately. You know, we watch these channels, and sometimes we chat with and we get to know the people in the videos, and sometimes you can make some really good friends. I treasure the friends that I've made through this channel. You kind of get to thinking and feeling like you really know the person. Yeah, even if you've never commented or anything, you feel like you know the person because, you know, they're putting their life out there for you to see, right? I don't know where it goes if you go straight on. I always turn left here. Well, these gravels don't look too bad. Man, it's downright sketchy up top. Anywho, you know, it come to my attention that due to the videos that are posted up a lot of the time, you know, I try to keep my channel G-rated. I will never push my beliefs or my faith on anyone, but I will share them with anyone who asks. But I am of a biblical faith. Not to say that I'm perfect by any means, not to say that I don't say things that aren't PG rated from time to time, but I do try to keep my channel G rated for the most part, because you never know whose kids are watching. And I try to keep it positive. And on the times that it's been not positive, you know, like when I was on a rant or something, I try to make it funny. Tacos! Beautiful. Man, I need to get out camping. But you know, if you watch my channel, you're probably under the impression that I'm always laughing, always outdoors doing things that I enjoy, etc. But you know, that's just not the case. You know, as I've mentioned a time or two on my channel, I've got some old injuries that had me legally disabled from 2008 until I attempted to go back to work in 2017. You know, I still have issues with those. There's been something here before. There's a rock wall. Still have those issues flare up and everything. Sometimes I mention them, sometimes I don't. If you don't see me posting ride videos for a while, it's most likely the culprit. Yep, here's some new gravels they've laid down. Just deep enough to be sketchy. But you know, something that came with those injuries when I was put out of work was bouts of depression. And you know, I want to talk about that for a minute. I have not been to the doctor very often for depression. I have never been or allowed myself to be put on any kind of medication for it, but I have dealt with depression on and off, not military related. I got out of the military in 1995. So, it'd be nice if I'd hit first gear instead of neutral. So most of any issues that I dealt with, military related, I've dealt with. You know, put them behind me and dealt with them. And don't have to deal with them now so often. Now, if you can't tell by the tone of my voice, I'm kind of dealing with it today. You know, it's just like yesterday. Perfectly fine day for a ride. Beautiful weather. Great temperatures. The knee wasn't bothering me so bad. I was doing okay with the spinal issues. No, that's not the trail. You know, basically it was as good a day as it could get for me to go for a ride. And by a ride, I don't mean commuting, running errands, things like that. I would so much rather do that on a motorcycle than in a car, which is why I'm a full-timer, why I no longer have my car. But when I say go riding, I mean something like this, you know, or, you know, riding some really scenic road like the Snake or something. So yesterday was a perfectly fine day for a ride, but I just couldn't motivate myself to do it. You know, I spend a lot of time sitting in front of the computer with no desire or gumption to do much of anything a lot of days. And you know, it's not like I really have great amounts to be depressed about. You know, which that's the way depression works. I guess the point I'm trying to make is, if you suffer from depression, just know that you're not alone. You know, I've never gotten to the point to where I was a danger to anybody or myself or anything like that. I'm way too conceited. Not really, maybe. Perhaps.
No, 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 no. Well, yes.
But there are individuals out there that suffer much more than I do. Talk to somebody. You know, I know you think it won't help, it won't make a difference. That's not it. It won't make a difference, it won't make anything change, it won't make anything better, but it will ease your soul and you will feel better. You know, personally, I'm bad to bottle things up. I have boxes. Everything goes neatly into its own little box and gets closed away to deal with another day. Excuse me. Man, I haven't been out here in a while. It is beautiful. Last time I was out here, I'm getting sidetracked, sorry. But yeah, definitely talk to somebody. You know, and if you're dealing with major depression and you feel like you're a danger to yourself or anybody else, there are numbers to call of people who genuinely care and want to help you. I mean, not everybody on this planet is an a-hole. You know, I used to joke that God must love a-holes because he made so many of them. I used to be one. I still can be on occasion. If you don't believe me, ask the wife. But not everybody is. You know, there are people who genuinely care. If you need help, there's no shame in asking for it. So that's what's on my mind today anyway. Looks like they laid some gravels down here. Mostly because I've been dealing with it myself here lately. You know, it could just be something as simple as all the rain we've been getting. You know, weather does affect people's moods. Back to more pleasant subjects, I guess. You know, just wanted to get that out there. You know, I know it looks on the videos like everybody's always out having a good time all the time, 24/7. And, you know, for those of you who are new to watching channels or new to my channel, at least, you know, I can't speak for everybody, but that's just not the case. have good days and bad days just like everybody else. There are days at a time, weeks at a time, that I can't get out and do riding like this. I haven't done much off-road in the time that I've had this bike. And you know, I'm coming up on an anniversary with Betty. I traded the CRF 250L for this bike June 30th of last year. More about that on another video though. But you know, like I said earlier, I spend a lot of time either hurting physically or emotionally, just sitting in front of the computer. And you know, that kind of leads into a circle. You feel bad because you didn't go riding when you could have. I think that was it. And then you don't go ride because you feel bad. And then you feel bad that you didn't when you could have. Feel better because you're sitting there watching everybody else out riding, and that's great. I love watching YouTube videos of others out having fun and riding their bikes and going on all these trips in places that I may never get to see in my lifetime. Can't speak for anybody else, but I have caught myself drifting off into that imaginary world of daydreams. And it would get to the point to where I wouldn't actually go out and do things because I would just rather sit and daydream about them. I was almost there today. I was definitely there yesterday. Last time I was up here, there was a big fat juicy dead rattlesnake missing its rattle right in the middle of the road, right up through here somewhere. And you know, I forget about that danger sometimes when I'm up here. And I'm loving this new helmet. You know, I don't know if I'm going to post this one or not. And if I do, I may just put music bits over it. Wide spot. Let's take a break. It's even got a rock for the kickstand. Kickstand. That was convenient. Beautiful day.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me.